Jesus. Oh my god. I hear my dang self and almost threw up. Oh, okay. Hopefully that still works. Yeah. I knocked my microphone over. I don't know if it sounds weird. I should go harass my BF. My BF HF. Boyfriend forever, husband forever. Opening up our couples chat. My man, where's my man? I gotta test my audio, my man. No, my audio. Audio is cheeks. My elbow, my microphone. I plumb knocked it all over. Oh, jeez. Is this okay? Like, I know when it comes to these types of things, if you're too loud, you can always be turned down. But if you're too quiet, there's not really much to do. So whatevs. Anywho's, I don't know if he saw this message. Hopefully he did. All right, back to Pamela. Pamela, my love. My disgusting lady. As I said before, I like that Pam doesn't change. Well, thank you, my angel baby. All right, you are free to go. Go have fun doing your things. Little baby. So I think I misinterpreted Pam's eye shape, and I don't know how. I don't know how or why. Because she seems to have much thinner eye and a much thinner eye shape than I had let on. Let me see if I can. She has like an old model on her page. Pam Shadow Valley. She's got this Redbubble image that shows up if you Google Pam, and this shit is not her. Who is this? She shows up like that in a lot of stuff. I think it's so, like, I don't know if that's an older version of Pam and it just doesn't show on the page, on the wiki page, or it's just like a wrong Pam. People can make wrong Pams. What the hell is this mod? Pam bus? All Pams? Let's go. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Okay, so it's a retexture for the Calico Desert bus. It's all Pam. Amazing. Love you, Pam. Thank you, Pam. Yes, I every now and then I see that gross little Pam with like the heavy jowls. I don't know what that's all about. So but it doesn't have the same eyes either. So I don't know why the fuck I saw Pam a certain way. But whatevs. Do what we can. So I changed the eye shape just now, just a little. I made it things kind of thinner, but I also gave her some droopiness in her eyes. So I feel like I can take more creative liberties with Pam. I don't know why. I think it's because some characters, I feel like, oh, I have to make them look closer to the model for appealing, like, just other people seeing it and like identification purposes. But with Pam, nobody gives a fuck. People hate Pam. I imagine most people hate Pam because they can't appreciate how excellent she is. I bought you a house. Why aren't you nice? Wow. Real dialogue. Cozy gamers make me sick. I bought you a house. Worship me. Love you, Pam. Never change. Ooh, so horns are rhino horns keratin? Because hair is keratin, right? Rhino horn material. Primarily of keratin, a protein also found in human hair and fingernails. I might give her a orange horn, orange blonde horn, whatever. Is this dirty blonde? I don't know what kind of blonde this is. I know there's like dirty blonde, there's strawberry blonde, there's platinum blonde. I'm sure there's other blondes. Whee! Whee! Speaking of, it is the year of the fire horse, and before the year ends, I need to make some Rapidash fan art. I've already done Ponyta fan art at the end of last year. It's time for Rapidash. Was the end of last year? Maybe not. I would like to draw all the Pokemon, but I had to shorten that a lot. I started that project during COVID because I just wanted to see if I could get into painting, like digital painting, because I can't stand digital painting. It helped a little bit. I basically just drew slash mostly tried to paint a Pokemon every day, and I just fucking hate painting. So I did some kind of like cross hatching as a means to color, and I kind of liked it. That has it's been fun. I don't much care to learn it, so I just kind of do whatever, which is probably why I find myself thinking, oh, I like cross hatching, but I don't think I really get it, so I don't really think I want to do it too much. I don't feel comfortable playing with it because I don't know it, because I didn't learn it very well. Bad. But it's just a little thing that I can sometimes do. Maybe we'll employ it here and now. So what's Pam's whole thing? I need to get her some eye bags. Or some lines, or yeah, something. I love you, Pam. I love that you're gross. I love that I feel free when I draw. You know what? That does mean something. Drawing Pam is fun. I like her. I like that I don't have to give a shit. Maybe that's it. I need more hags. Give me your saggiest women. Where I can be free. Give me your hags. Really, it's also like just the character itself. Because like I said, a lot of people don't like Pam because she's not a very nice lady, and she probably hits a little too close to home for a lot of people. So that's why I feel like when I draw her, I don't have to care. Because it's really hard not to care, you know? Like, oh, I better make, I don't know, Penny look good or whatever. Because, you know, there's a lot of Penny perverts out there. And I don't want to get them mad at me. I don't know. I don't really know a lot of Penny spouses. I don't go looking. I don't know who's into what. There's always like polls that I'll run by, and I'll just take a look at the results, and I think it's just a reflection of that particular slice of the internet's community more than anything. Like, a character will win a poll. Honestly, this extends to a lot of different fandoms. You'll catch some poll for a community and you're like, that, like, it's like, oh, it's interesting that that character won because that character's hideous. And then you'll see a poll later on where it kind of more realistically shows, I think, like the most popular character or whatever. It's like, oh, that initial poll is like a reflection of that specific content creator or sphere, that fandom sphere. Hello. Like, I know I saw one where it's like, oh, a character I like won the poll. That can't be right. I never like the popular character. That's usually just by happenstance, though. Hello, Clown Man. Get them all in there. It's more fun to work the planes out this way. Well, not more fun, but it's different, I guess. And I can turn it into shapes later. Let me think. You said you turned into a frog in a swamp, right? You're an anthropomorphic frog living in a swamp, right? Coming on it. Yes. Oh, I don't know if I want that color. Probably just go back to what it was. No, maybe it's her fur. What about you? Do you go here? Sure, whatever. All right, let's hit this nose. We're gonna go down here. All right, a little slightly darker, because for whatever reason, oh, that's the other nostril right there. I figured it out. Sometimes we put shapes down, we don't really know what they are, but we just gotta think about it. So we put a little white space under here and acknowledge that the nose would be right here, but we're not gonna pencil that in. No. We're gonna leave a little bit of empty space and bring it right under here. Move to a botanical garden that is right next to the swamp I was living in. A botanical garden right next to the swamp. Like, is this based off of a real location? Okay, like a place in the world, like a botanical garden in the world. I've been to some botanical gardens, usually in the south. They were nice. Went to one of them butterfly rooms. Very nerve-wracking because you don't want to step on a butterfly. But I've been to like 2, 3 maybe butterfly rooms. It's for like field trips and stuff. They're a good field trip place though. It's just a very exciting concept, like a butterfly room. There's like one where it's like a big greenhouse and then one where it's like a small-ish hallway. Well, not a smallish hallway. So the botanical garden's right next to swamps. Okay, well that's good. All right, because I was like wondering, oh, if it's a swamp and it's next to a swamp, are there ever any concerns about temperature and humidity? And maybe that's really hard to deal with. But if that exists, then there's probably a reason. Like, it's probably something that they can handle. So I don't know shit about that. Sounds complicated. And then give us some lip light. Darken this for fun. Oh, no, where are you? Where? Oh god, whatever. We'll just make up colors as we go. It's fine. It's fine. Come under here for my Pam. think Pam and Evelyn are the ones I had the most fun drawing. Everyone else has been kind of stressful because I feel compelled to draw them correctly. Like the moron model, and it's pissing me off. Whereas Evelyn and Pam, so people, okay, well, people love Evelyn, but she's also an old lady, so I feel freer when it comes to drawing old people because I don't have a big expectation for what she's supposed to look like, and more importantly, I don't feel like other people have an expectation. So I don't feel like the subconscious, unconscious, or whatever, subconscious drive to like, oh, this is how people want it to look. So I just feel free, man. Also, why are you scared to step on a butterfly? Because butterfly effect, or because you don't want to hurt a... I don't want to hurt a butterfly. I like, when I get bugs around me, I try to trap them in a cup and take them outside. I'm sure some of them have died because they've got... Oh my God. There was this one fucking time. It was a fly. I trapped it in a cup and I brought it outside and, or was it a wasp? Something that flies, but as soon as I brought it outside and I opened the cup, it flew directly into the light, which just so happened to have a spider web all up in it, and it flew right into a spider web. It was so stupid. That's like the only time that's happened though, and I'm a lot more careful now. Yeah, we have like a porch light, and then right next to the porch light is like a spider web, because I mean that's a great place to set up shop. We have like during warmer months when all the bugs start coming out, we like turning on the porch light because it attracts all the flying bugs, the flying little insects. And like nearby, we have a shitload of spiders. They're all the same species. I don't know what they are, but they all just hang out in this area. They mind their business. They stay there, and they're just like near the light. They're ready to catch stuff. It's really cool. I'm a big fan. We call them the ladies. We see them in the warm months. So we're always like, turn the porch light on for the ladies. And every now and then we just like to go out and greet them. Like, I find bugs, I find creepy crawlies to be creeping and crawling. Like, if I see a sudden spider, I'm gonna freak out. Like, there was one time not too many years ago where there's a spider all of a sudden. It's like, it really rattled me. But I like them. I like to know what they are. I like that they exist. So I can't say I'm like fearless of spiders. I'm not a spider handler. Like, I don't like that. But I like that they're just... I find them really easy to personify. So I enjoy having them around. I've actually got a ceiling vent above my head, and periodically very tiny spiders will come out, and they'll just be right in front of my face, and it's scary. Sometimes there's slightly larger spiders. There's crab spiders. Those are like a dime size. And they're pretty crazy looking. But they don't do it to scare me. They're just like, what's going on? I'm so confused. So I like bugs, but not in like a Weevil Underwood way from Yu-Gi-Oh! I find them interesting. Weevil Underwood is my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Character. He's such a little shit. I love that. I think wasps are fine with me. I think wasps just like me. Sorry. I got all the wasperids. They've been nice to me since I was young. They're nice to me when I'm older. I don't know what to say. I did have to go after some wasps because they did sting my husband. We were moving a ladder and there was a wasp nest and they went to attack him, at least one of them. So I let him go inside and treat his wasp wound. And I just sort of, I went to get sorry, I'm distracted. I had to get revenge because I like them, but they went after my man. I had to do something about it. So I got the hose. Well, first, I wanted to try this idea where I just get a spray bottle of water. And I use that because I think, oh, the water will dampen the wings and that'll lower their ability to fly and then I can get them. Did not really work, but a hose works really well. It works a lot better than a spray bottle. So I sprayed a bunch of wasps and I killed a bunch of wasp nests. They'll be back. They always come back. They'll be fine. They were mean, so I had to do some. I had to do something. Yeah, I killed them. There were some that survived, but fortunately they don't seem to remember me because I like to read outside now. I was worried that I was gonna have my outside reading time destroyed by wasps, but they seem to have forgotten. I like to think that they now know better. I mean, if you saw that happen as a wasp, you'd be like, oh, that was not worth it. Sometimes I think that like a bug will see another bug do something like that and be like, no, no, what are you doing? Dude, life was good. Well, I don't think they were the different wasp at the time, but I think by now they're absolutely a different wasp. So they like to build their nests in the same spot. So, but hopefully this time, they just don't sting my man or me. Okay. I think I can forgive me being stung by a wasp because I wanna know how hard it hurts or how much it hurts because I didn't get stung by a wasp. Like I didn't step on a wasp though. And that's not the first time that's something like that's happened. Like one time I stepped on a bee, but this time I stepped on a wasp and it didn't hurt as much as my husband's like actual wasp sting. And I imagine that's just because like, oh, the wasp wasn't like juiced up. It wasn't ready to go. So like I'd at least be curious to know if it like how much it hurts. Yeah, I'm fine with the hand size. I can always change it later. Now I wouldn't do something so silly with a scarier stinging creature. Wasps I'm a little curious about because the pain does subside. It doesn't last forever. But I know there's insects that have really powerful stings and like really painful stings, and I wouldn't really fuck with that. But yeah, wasps haven't really been mean to me. I think it's just luck. I have had them hang out on my shirt before. The last time that happened, it was because it was crazy windy, and this poor wasp was like, I can't fight this wind." He's on my shirt. It was so cute. He's like right on my shirt collar. We get a lot of bumblebees, and they're very awesome. They come real close and they investigate. They like to tumble with each other in the air, and I don't know what that's all about. But quite frequently, they'll bash into each other and just. I like to call it wrestling. Maybe they're bored. Because I imagine the bees that I'm singing are like the guards. They're on guard duty, and I guess if you're not getting not seeing many threats, you're probably just gonna wrestle with your fellow guards. Because what else do they got? They don't got iPads. I'm not leaving my iPad out there for them. They're just all they're gonna see is fan fiction anyway. They don't need that. They gotta make honey or something. I'm not a big honey person. I try. Every now and then I'm like, this is the year. Because people love honey. Whether it be raw or artificial. I just don't get much out of it. It's too back of the throaty to me. Back of the tongue to me. And I don't think I like that. I never really thought of it that much. Maybe I just don't like sweets to hit certain parts of the tongue or whatever. Or I don't know what activates. I don't know what lights up. Because I like coffee. I like broccoli. I like collard greens. Like, I'll eat those raw. Because sometimes they'll taste good, like slightly sweet. They'll taste like clover. Clover's good. It's lightly sweet sometimes. Not all the time. I think I like honeysuckle because it's a very small amount of honey, so it doesn't get a lot of, it doesn't spread a lot on the tongue, so I think it only hits certain parts. So like maybe there's certain parts of the tongue where, oh, if it's these sweet receptors, I enjoy it more. Like it's, I don't know. Yeah, like there's some flavors where it's like you feel it back there. And it clings sometimes. And I think the throat can be involved in this because I imagine if food can kind of stick to your insides a little bit, and that's going to help generate kind of a smell that comes back through your nose and may also affect flavor. I am sensitive to a lot of aftertastes of food. Like a lot of sweets have nasty aftertastes for me, which might be GERD, but I've had it happen like as soon as stuff hits the tongue, like immediate sour. That happens with like a lot of those cheap sweets in the clear containers. Toaster strudels, which sucks because toaster strudels were my favorite for a very, very long time. Two problems though. One is the disgusting aftertaste. And the other is this weird feeling of powerlessness I would get in the mornings when I would try to squeeze the icing packets and I just didn't have the muscles to do so. Like I had morning fingy muscles. It was terrible. I felt so shit. I hate that feeling. I don't know why that was happening. Like I'd have to squeeze with my knuckles. Like my I think they're the distal knuckles or on the distal phalanges or whatever, the stuff closest to the fingertips. It's a terrible feeling. Can't even eat my dang breakfast. I'm trying to think when the last time I had toaster strudels was. I mean, like in a serious capacity, in the context of, oh, I ask my parents to buy me these, so I eat because I eat them consistently. Let's see, I was probably older than 7. I was definitely older than 7. Maybe I was a preteen? That's about as far back as I can remember. Yeah, I would love that stuff. I loved it. Even though it was disgusting. I have a friend who actually has that same experience with food. He experiences like a sourness with certain sweets. He didn't know if he had GERD or anything either, so I can't really connect the dots. I can only guess that, oh, maybe we both have GERD, but I don't even know if I have it. I just WebMD stuff. Well, not anymore, because WebMD was pissing me off. They just kept telling me, oh, everything is a worst case scenario, and that's not good. So I just stopped going. I just try to do my best. Let's see if we can go faster at all. I feel very slow. Ah! My favorite toaster strudels are the cream cheese Danish whatever. Calling it a Danish feels very... oh my. But I think it's called the cream cheese Danish. I think it's got like cherry or raspberry or something filling. Some sort of red thing. And then I really liked the berry one where it's got blue icing or something. And that's fun. I think that's about it. Those are my favorite ones. I don't know if they have other ones. I think they have a chocolate one. I didn't like that one. I'm not like super into chocolate. I think so. There was something on the internet like forever ago. It's like, oh, you can ask women and find out if they favor chocolate or cheese, because apparently that's like the things that women like most of all is chocolate and cheese. And so you try to find out like, oh, which one can you live without? And I might be. Now that I think about it, I actually don't know. But yeah, I don't know how like scientific that poll was. But chocolate and cheese, yeah, those are pretty powerful. But I have to be in a specific mood for them. I'm not like crazy about chocolate and cheese. Like lately I've wanted chocolate and I don't know why. I'm not normally wanting of chocolate. Wait, what? Oh, I think... Well, I think this emote is stuck on my screen. Oh, never mind, never mind. Yeah, fondue, there you go. What else can you put in a fondue pot besides chocolate and cheese? I want to know. Fondue pot. Like creams of some sort? You put white chocolate in. Okay. What can you put in a fondue pot? Ooh, here we go. Here we go. 10 alternate uses for your fondue pot. Mental floss. Soup. Deep fry foods. Keep appetizers warm. Make your home smell good. Make campfire s'mores. Prepare shabu shabu or hot pot. Improve your complexion. Store extra stuff. I don't know if... Are they fucking with me? Proud new owner of a fondue set. Seafood broth. Wow. Seafood. Okay. Wow. Beanless chili and Philadelphia cream cheese, and we dip chunks of toasted bread in it all day long while playing cards. Huh? Okay, they're saying that that dip was pretty good. I don't know what that means. How do you make fondue? I thought you just like get a pot called a fondue pot and you just put shit in it. I've been around fondue. I've been around people who own fondue pots, but they like never made fondue. Sounds like a pain in the ass. I assumed it was a pain in the ass. So to me, when I hear fondue, I'm like, oh, that sounds hard. But maybe it's just because the people I was living around like didn't really want to make a vat of melted cheese, because you know how it is. You get surrounded by people and they got like 3 million heart problems, and they probably shouldn't be eating like a big bowl of cheese or chocolate. So I don't really know how to make it, but I know you get a pot and it gets hot. I never made it before. I don't know what I'd do with a big pot of cheese. I'm not a party person. I hate parties. But people keep taking me to them. Yeah, it's because most of the old people, they don't really do shit like fondue. That's for young people. I think. The young people do fondue? Or do they just vape in each other's... Is it okay to make fun of people who vape a lot? Like, not in a mean, dehumanizing way, but God bless, man. Every 2 fucking seconds. Well, I only mean it politely. I don't think it means anything as to their worth as a human being. I just think it's kind of funny. Oh, mini. I guess maybe you could make fondue in a crock pot. Like, what's the difference? I mean, this is the big pot. We use a crock pot. I'm more familiar with crock pots. My husband knows how to really crock pot some pork. He's very patient and he doesn't forget stuff, which is what it takes to be a good cook. Timing, patience and timing, and not forgetting critical ingredients. Basically it. From my understanding. Yeah, get in there. I dodged a bullet. I was gonna, I wanted to emphasize, I wanted to include, I should say, Pam's bosom, or how I would like to interpretate her bosom. And I wanted to be kind of sloppy. She seemed like a big sloppy lady, but I didn't want to seem like I was just throwing it in everyone's face. So now I can include her bosom, but I can hide it behind the beer. Fantastic. Maybe I should make this straighter. A pig? I already have Shane as a boar, and I think that's too close. So I didn't include pigs on my list of animals to choose from. This one was tough. Like, the governor and Kent were like the last 3 on my list I had to choose. The governor was kind of easy because I just went with a hippo. A skunk. So a skunk is most noticeable via its coloration, which is black and white. Alternatively, I can use any other kind of contrasting colors, but I tried to avoid a lot of animals whose biggest giveaway is their colors, because then I'm locked into those colors or something very similar. And Pam doesn't have too much black and white or similar for me to draw from. Like, or let me think. I wonder if I ran to this problem and I sidestepped it in the shit I already did. No, Oh, okay. Haley's was intimidating. So when I made Haley, it was like, it just sort of came to me. Do a flamingo. But then I ran into a problem. What color's her hair? Oh, I can make it pink. Okay, but then if I make it pink, she's harder to identify. So I guess I'll keep it blonde. And it just was a pain in the ass to think about how to like preserve the color of the animal and the person, that there's a lot of perfectly good animals that I just had to say, I can't do this one because this is going to be too hard to think about. Something like George is going to be interesting because badgers have their own markings that identify them as badgers really well. So I can get away with that. Even though it seems like, oh, it's a color thing. It's more so a pattern thing with a badger. Like I ran into it was a real pain in the ass to try to figure out how I wanted to do Leah, because she's a woodpecker. Fortunately, woodpeckers have this big ass crest, so that helps some, and they have a nice long beak. But I did not enjoy trying to work with the pattern on a woodpecker. So that's what I consider when I consider what animal to use. Like, does this make sense? Does the end result make sense, basically? If I make her a skunk, well, the big thing would also be the tail. That's another thing. George of the jungle, watch out for that tree. Or Curious George. There's so many Georges. Also, there's some stuff where the best identifier of the animal is the tail. That could also apply to skunk, and because these are mostly bust shots, that would be hard. I could include it in this one, but when I was first putting together most of these characters, I was just thinking of the bust. I think if I knew that I was going to keep drawing these, I'd have more consistency. I'd have a template in a sense, picked out, and then I would include my reasoning, because I actually looked up some other furry interpretations of Stardew Valley characters. There's not a lot that changed roughly the whole cast, or like a lot of the cast. There's a furry mod, a furry Nexus mod, and then there's a person on Reddit who who made a lot. They didn't do all of the villagers, but they did a fair amount, and they provided their explanation. I thought, oh, that was really neat. Like, that's fun. So I wish I had known I was going to keep doing this shit. I assumed that I'd run into a massive roadblock, but a lot of the animals just kind of made sense to me off of vibe, so I just kept going. Now I have like a list of all the ones that I want to do, I guess. I feel like I should take a break, but I've got no other immediate muses right now. I'm just still kind of enjoying Stardew Valley, so I'm just kind of, I'm mostly locked in there. I still think about my OCs and my characters from other franchises, but it's just easier to carve out time for this one thing where I kind of know what I'm doing rather than wander into something unfamiliar. Yeah, I know they have like a kind of badgery pattern where they look like they have a hat on. Because that's another issue where if I use an alternative pattern just because it kind of suits well, then you also run into the pattern of the problem of like, okay, who recognizes this? Because that's a big thing, is whether or not it's recognizable. Like, there's some stuff where I don't want to have to explain what it is, even though I know some people aren't going to know what it is, because animals that are native to people's geographic regions are very, very different. They vary by geographic region. So some people may not recognize stuff. Maybe I didn't convey the information well enough, but if I can explain it to myself, then I'm fine. I do not like any of this shit right here. I'm just gonna come in with something else. A different shape. Jesus. I really like skunks though. We get a lot of skunks around here. I'm used to the burnt tire smell. It doesn't bother me. I didn't have the heart to tell a family member that the incense sticks that they're burning to override the skunk smell worse than the skunk smell. Like, I'll take that weird burnt rubber smell because I feel like, oh, at least it comes from an animal rather than like the burnt plastic of incense. I think I smelled some good incense before, but a lot of the times I've smelled it, it straight up smelled like chemical burns or something. Ugh, nasty. So aggressive too. In some instances, I did consider vibes that animals give off. I didn't include the koala. That was an option on the pool of animals that I could have picked off of. But I removed it because when I see a koala, I just think of all those clips where it's aggressive and screaming and it's like full of chlamydia. And I'm like, I don't really want to. I'm not fucking with that dude right now. I'm not on the same page as koalas at the time. At the mo. I'll probably change my mind later. For some, I went off just aesthetics where the governor, I just made him a hippo. Because, I mean, like, if you've seen him, he's very hippo-shaped. He's ripe to be turned into a hippo. It's a disease, and I don't know what it does, but it seems pretty annoying. Chlamydia. Okay. I don't want to use the clanker. Responsibilities. Symptoms. I kind of want to see just like a really good summary. Maybe this is just a good summary. So it's a most common sexually transmitted infections. Doesn't often cause symptoms. But what does it do? Its symptoms are unnoticeable. What's it do? Because it's a ST thing, I know I don't want it. That's what I was told in school. What does it do? I'm trying to learn. How do you get it? What doesn't cause it? How long can you, what is it? All right, guess I will use the AI summary for now. Okay, STI, often caused by this funny sounding little bacteria, capable of causing severe reproductive damage if untreated. Oh, that's interesting, because if it doesn't often show symptoms, it's probably very hard to notice it and get it treated. Can cause abnormal vaginal discharge, burning during urination, lower abdominal pain, pain during intercourse, and bleeding between periods. For men, it causes discharge from the penis, burning during urination, and pain swelling in the testicles. Or you can get rectal pain, discharge, or bleeding from anal sex. You can get throat infection from oral sex and eye infections. Wow. So it's like a little fella that just sort of sits and waits and he gets you. Some kind of that. I wasn't very active. I wasn't very sexually active when I was younger, so I didn't really keep a close diary of all the diseases. All I knew is that, oh, you probably don't want it because it's called a sty. Or you don't want styes and students. I don't fuck with bacterial infections. I don't fuck with viral infections. I don't fuck with any of it. I'm scared. I'm scared of all that stuff. I don't know how any of it works. It's too small. I can't see it. I hope that answered the question. I tried to look it up and get like I was hoping like, oh, it's a STD and it makes your dick explode, but it's kind of, it took a while to get there. But it specifically said STI. That's interesting. I remember growing up, I started to see use of the term STI and not just STD, and I never really learned what all that meant. All I know is like, oh, you don't want it. It's like, okay. They would show you gross pictures, and that was good enough for me. So yeah, that's why I'm staying away from koala bears right now, because I just see them and I think, ew, they got them little icky little diseases. Which isn't fair. I mean, I don't go near deer. I don't know what they got. Deer are nasty. Deer are all kinds of crazy nasty stuff. I ain't messing with it. I like them. I like looking at them, but I don't go near them. But yeah, that's why it's just vibes for now. Because who knows, maybe I'll be like, oh my god, I need to make someone a koala. I'm open-minded. Trying to think of another fun example. Not of a little disease animal, but decisions made. I was gonna do a Komodo dragon for Pam. That was very much on the list. That was an issue where, because I'm only doing the busts, I didn't want to do it because it would have looked too close to some configuration of snake, gecko, iguana. Like, even if I included the forked tongue on the Komodo dragon, it still would have been too close to snake potentially, which I haven't done yet, but I imagine the forked tongue would just make it look like a snake and make it interpreted as such, regardless of whether or not I include the forked tongue on the villager I turn into a snake. I'm still like deciding if I like this hand. It's fun. It's like gooey, but now I don't know if I like this whole situation. This wristine. I love the gross little elbow. That makes me happy. Eh. I like the idea of a Komodo dragon because I like the idea of her having like a poisonous mouth. Because that's what I know Komodo dragons to be. They got real nasty bites. I don't know if it's necessarily bite force or it's just they got like a poison bite. They do immediate poison damage. Kind of fucks you up. Well, not me. I ain't going anywhere near them. Now, fortunately, because as I've mentioned, Pam isn't a beloved character. When I think of rhinos, I was informed that they're kind of dumb. And I thought, well, if I gave, like, or I had older drawings where, oh, here's Alex as a rhino. And I didn't really think about intelligence, like how that might come across or how I could interpret that as, oh, I think he's stupid. That's why I switched into a horse last minute, because I don't know, fucking horse, whatever. Because I don't think he's like stupid. And I think that might be a little bit mean to play off his not full illiteracy. He just has difficulty reading. I didn't want that interpreted as like, oh, he's dumb. Because I don't think that about Alex. I don't think that's what the game's like trying to convey either. So I don't mind giving Pam the whole like the hey, this I interpreted this animal as kind of dumb. Because people don't like Pam. I like Pam, so I know I don't mean it like that. And I don't need the world to mind too much. I was watching a Cartoon Network show called We Bare Bears, and there's a koala in the show, and he is a total jerk. You know, that might be based off of, I think koalas, they scream a lot. They're very territorial. I mean, I don't know if it's any more or less than any other animal does or would do if they could in terms of screaming. But I've seen a lot of clips of koalas being looking hostile or being interpreted as hostile, even though they're probably just defending their territory. I don't know how big they consider their territory though, so that can get kind of annoying. If I was an animal, I don't want a big territory. That's so much responsibility. I hate that. I hate when it's like, oh, this animal's territory is massive. Why? He can't be everywhere. How does he guard it all? It's so much work. He doesn't. He just simply doesn't. It's impossible. I'm stalling. I don't want to do her hair. I don't know how to do it still. Because like if I recall, We Bare Bears has a koala and a grizzly bear. So I don't know if it's fair to say, oh, the koala, yeah, that's the jerk. Because like you got some real assholes in that lineup, right? I'm not gonna make her bald because that's not fair. She'd be the only bald one. If everyone else was bald, then yeah. She'd also never shave her hair. Ladies like this don't ever do that because their hair is very much a part of their identity, which is true for many ladies. But in this instance, they definitely would not go bald. They might do something a little silly with their hair. Unfortunately. It would be easier to not do her hair. Full stop, but we gotta do it, man. I just have a hard time interpreting this. I need to go look up fan art of her again. See how other people interpret her hair. Because I understand what they're doing, but I don't really see it out in the wild. Let's look up. Oh, I do want to give her some Luann hair. Luann. Let's try you. Just looking through various references. God, there's some real good hairstyles, but they're very different. I gotta find some that are decent, but also close enough to Pam. Golly. As I've said before, it just sucks that her overworld sprite hair silhouette differs from her portrait silhouette. So I'm tempted to try something different when it comes to the shape, but that makes things very awkward. Let's see. Hair. A lot of Cartoon Network shows has got either one or a few movies. Oh? Is that specific to a show? Like, is there a greater discussion? Oh, this roller stuff is too modern. These modern hairstyles are getting in the way of my old school hairstyles. I'm probably overthinking it. That generally happens. I'm never excited to hear that a show is getting a movie. When I was younger, it was indicative of, oh, it's going to be 2 hours of like my show, but shittier. There's some exceptions probably, but there was a lot of dog shit. I liked the Recess movie. Recess School's Out. And I think I think Jimmy Neutron is hard to say because I think the movie came out before the actual show. Yeah, all those cartoons were, okay, We Bare Bears and Regular Show were after my time. I did catch some Ben 10, but I couldn't get into a serialized show like that after my experience with Teen Titans because it's too much for me to try and stay on the schedule and keep track of the characters. So I didn't participate in Ben 10. I didn't immediately glom onto any characters. I'm not surprised. People love Ben 10. I get why. It looks really fun. I just couldn't really get into it. Maybe I need to think of like the shape first. Like, ugh. I don't want to take too many liberties. Did you see that Powerpuff Girls is the first and last Cartoon Network movie to hit theaters? First and last. I'm trying to remember what the Powerpuff Girls movie was. Oh, yeah, I didn't watch these. Unfortunately. Or probably Forge. It depends. 2002. Maybe I saw this? Daily Motion delivers. What you doing, Mojo Jojo? I think I remember seeing this, but I don't remember if I liked it. I might not have liked it. Not because it was a bad movie. I think I just didn't want to watch the Powerpuff Girls for that long uninterrupted. Like, I wanted to go do other stuff. I don't remember how I felt about it. I did like the show. I loved Powerpuff Girls growing up. There was, when I was young, there was a one of my fondest memories was we were living in base housing, and I was sitting in not the living room, but the room next to it. It had TV in it. And we were watching the Powerpuff Girls Ed, Edd n Eddy marathon, where they alternated an episode of Ed, Edd n Eddy and Powerpuff Girls, and I loved it. My two favorite shows. God, Ed, Edd n Eddy's so good. That's one of the few movies from Cartoon Network I would consider watching. Because I know that they had a movie with the brother, and he was like a piece of garbage, which I think is fun. Some people can ask what about TTG movie, but that's mostly DC. TTG. What's that? Oh, Teen Titans Go. Yeah, I'm not... the Teen Titans Go that I knew was the one with... It had a lot of... It was very serious. It gets really serious because they introduce Slade and he's like a fucking groomer or whatever, like straight up. That was so crazy to watch. So I don't know anything about the new Teen Titans Go. I'm completely oblivious. I know a lot of people on the internet hate it, but like it's hard to figure out if it's because it's a bad show or if it's because they're like old people criticizing cartoons that are meant for children. So I don't really pay any of that topic much mind. It seems to be really popular, so I would assume it's appealing to the audiences it's made for, even though a lot of people are like, oh, it's all just like gross fart humor. It's like, I don't know. Is that don't kids like that, or is that bad? I have no idea. I don't think I'd want to see a Teen Titans, OG Teen Titans movie. That shit was crazy. That was too much. I had to stop watching because I was like, this is like not happy fun time anymore. They're fighting a groomer. I'm scared. And then like the devil shows up or something, or like Raven's dad is like the big Satan or something. It's weird. It got too away from like I don't think it was a gag a day, but I just the serious episodes of Teen Titans really fucked me up sometimes. There's the one where one of the characters goes into the future and it's horrible. Everything sucks. Beast Boy is like a sideshow attraction. I think Robin becomes Nightwing or something. Cyborg is just at Teen Titans headquarters being old. I don't happen to Starfire. I don't know what happened to Raven. But it was like really sad or some shit. It still makes my stomach feel kind of bad. Why'd they do that? Yeah, the statements that it's stupid, like I see that a lot, but at the same time it's like I don't know if it's stupid because like I said, it's adults judging the cartoon and they have fondness for the original Teen Titans and they're not like separating the two. Or, you know, even kids are like, oh, this is dumb. Because I imagine if kids think it's good, and apparently this show is insanely popular, and I think it's good for the show. Because I don't need Teen Titans to be serious, because I didn't actually like when it got too serious. Okay. Yeah, Slade was a crazy character to throw at teenage girls. I don't remember how old I was necessarily when I saw that shit, but ugh, that was too much for me. I shouldn't have been seeing that fella do his nasty business. Ripping people's clothes off. He's a grown-ass man. He goes on my husbando chart in the like this guy's messed up area. There's some other ones that are messed up. That his name is Barry the Chopper from Full Metal Alchemist. Yeah, he's on my husbando chart. He's messed up too. Maybe I'll learn as I go. Pam. Pam. The reason why I say TGG was stupid is because it didn't have a moral to the story. Most of the heroes be like beat up and call cops on the villains because they won a contest. Well, I don't understand the latter, but I don't think every cartoon's having a moral is a moral to their episodes is much of a make or break. Because sometimes when cartoons try to do that, they're not super successful, or it's just like a stupid thing they're teaching in general. Maybe not most of the time, but I never really got I never really got a lot of lessons out of cartoons. They all just kind of said the same shit. And when they were preachy, they felt preachy, even as a little kid. It just didn't feel satisfying. I don't think it is just you. I think a lot of people want to see morals in cartoons. Yeah, again, I don't know about the second part, but yeah, I don't think it's just you. Now, as to what purpose or as to why you want to see morals is that could be interesting, because that could be like, oh, there needs to be meaning to this cartoon show, or like, oh, we need to teach kids things. Cartoons didn't teach me shit. I don't want cartoons to teach me nothing. Make me smile. I do think it's a bad thing if the rationale is that ultimately you want something to like you want to increase its value by saying, oh, this cartoon is useful, rather than just being like, nah, it's just fun. I think but it's okay if cartoon is just fun. Not just the morals, it's not a soulless cash grab. You can just have fun. Like, it doesn't have to be either or whatever I just said. It could just be fun. Also, it's gonna be a cash grab. You're not running away from that shit. What was the second part? Yeah, I still don't really understand. I don't know anything about the show, but for the latter part. You can. I will never watch this show for the record. I guess if other people see it. One episode of TTG, Robin gets powers, and then he learned that powers can be a curse, and he dies of a heart attack because of his friends. See, that's... I don't know what to do with that synopsis. That doesn't sound like a very good synopsis. Or summary or whatever. But if that is accurate, I mean, that's fine. It sounds insane, which is, I don't know, I'm not against that. That's so cool. He dies of a heart attack. Unfortunately, I would have to probably watch it to understand you more because the synopsis, that summary doesn't fill me in enough. Like, it's not allowing me to connect the dots, which is fine. Summaries are an art. What would you have preferred they had done in this episode? Maybe that'll help me understand. I have a heart attack. Rip, dude. I don't remember the name of the episode. Yeah. Maybe not let the episode. That's not good enough. You gotta make a new episode. You gotta make an episode that you don't hate.
What are you yelling about?
This fucker's gotta defend his cartoon opinion.
I'm with you, fucker. What are y'all talking about?
Children's media.
Yeah. What's the controversial opinion?
He didn't like this episode, and I'm making him rewrite it.
Are we gonna rewrite one episode?
He doesn't remember the name, but it's an episode.
What's the show?
It's the new Teen Titans Go. It's not the old one with Slade the groomer ripping off Raven's clothes. It's a new one where there's like a lot of fart jokes.
Okay.
And he's talking about it. He tried to give a summary of an episode, and honestly, it sounds pretty sick.
I haven't really watched the new one, so I can,
Me neither.
I don't know.
Robin gets powers, and he learns that powers can be a curse, and he dies of a heart attack because of his friend. That sounds awesome.
This is a non-canonical.
I guess.
They're just doing stuff.
Yeah, they're killing him.
Cool. Does Batman show up and go, ah, dang.
Oh. He's old at that point, Batman.
Oh, is it like,
That's
well, there's old Batman in, what's the, Batman Beyond? Remember Batman Beyond?
I probably didn't watch it because I thought, this is a boy show. Okay, so in that episode, he's old.
Batman Beyond is when he had like a new disciple.
I think it was Nightwing.
I don't know if in Batman Beyond they ever addressed where Robin is. It's like, what is Old Man Batman?
Oh, I thought Nightwing was Robin. Shit, I'm stupid.
I don't think Nightwing is Robin in Batman Beyond.
You're right. I don't know what the fuck this is. This is Fortnite.
was from Tim Drake. Does that mean it's like an alternate reality, technically?
Who Batman Beyond. It's this guy.
Yeah.
This young buck.
I was thinking it was all connected, but it could just be all alternate takes.
His name's Terry McGinnis. Doesn't he get like beat up a lot? It's
Yeah.
like kind of cool.
I mean, it's kind of the fun part about Batman
Yeah.
Beyond is he's like kind of shitty. He makes a lot of dumb mistakes. He has just like a bunch of arcs of him like cheating on his girlfriend.
Why does he do that?
He's a teenage boy. Look, but I've said before, boys shouldn't be allowed out of cages until they turn 25.
I guess if I was a villain in that universe, I'd probably just try to seduce this idiot. The idiot that is Terry McGinnis.
I think they do have the trope of like the female villain who's like trying to seduce him, and I think it like almost works.
Mm.
I don't know. These are fuzzy memories from very long. But remember, Batman Beyond was very interesting.
Batman Beyond. Tim Drake. Wait, I thought it was Terry McGinnis. Oh. What?
Well, Tim Drake
Who
is
Terry McGinnis?
would be the creator, like the person who thought of it.
No, it follows the exploits of teenager Terry McGinnis.
Right, but when your chatter said Tim Drake, I think they mean the creator, like the person who thought up the world.
Oh. Oh, okay.
So no one can see anything you're talking about. You gotta get a browser thing.
Yeah, I don't want to get doxxed.
You're gonna know what weird YouTube she has bookmarked.
Yeah. I was in a drama YouTuber mood today because I was like not wanting to do some homework.
You're gonna see her bookmarks about her Guild Wars 1 builds that she wants to work.
Yeah, it's a team build. It's my team.
You can't know her comp.
You're gonna like make fun of it because it's general purpose and it's not super fleshed out. It's just like grabbed it from the wiki. Tim Drake was Red Rob. Who the?
Yo, you got some lore.
God damn it! I've fallen into the superhero pipeline again, where I don't know anything, and some guy shows up and he's like, he knows
Show me
all
Red
the super.
Robin. I'm ignorant. I don't know shit.
Red Robin, Tim. Wait, Tim.
Oh.
So Tim. Wait. Who's... What?
Cool.
I haven't heard anything from this.
Look, there's a lot of lore. I don't know.
It's too much. You gotta be like born with it.
No, I think you just need to read a lot of the comics and stuff.
Alternatively, I listen to my dad talk about superheroes for 6 hours, and I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
God bless him. I hope he talks to my nieces and nephews about
Tim
that.
Drake looks more like brooding than.
So there's an episode of Justice League Unlimited that say Terry is Bruce Wayne's son. Do you believe this? Did they do like a DNA test?
I mean, it would kind of make sense because, like, why is this bitter old asshole and Batman Beyond like giving an interest to Terry McGinnis? And he's giving him interest in a fatherly way, where he's a little bit hard on him.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
So it would make sense why he's like giving this young punk who is kind of stupid. So, like, he's
Did he ever tell him, hey, son, don't cheat on your girlfriend?
I think he insults them all throughout Batman Beyond. I think cause old man Bruce Wayne appears in Batman Beyond a lot, and he's kind of in Terry's ear. Like he's the voice in the ear for Terry a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, a lot of the time, like Terry will like get beaten up, and Batman will be like, "Wow, you really suck, kid." He's like, "Ah, geez."
The episode explains that I can show it to y'all one day.
I'm not super into.
Me neither.
I have so many franchises I'm into right now.
Yeah, I was thinking like, oh, maybe we could do like a couple's Batman Beyond, but we have like.
Last night I resolved myself to rereading Malazan, so that's
Oh man.
the next 2 years of my life.
feel-
reading that listening.
I feel kind of bad that we stopped watching Fallout, but like I got kind of bored.
I think that's fine for me because I already know so much of Fallout. I mean, well, me and my brother growing up, we played Fallout 1 and 2 endlessly. Fallout 3 was kind of crap, but then Fallout Vegas was good, and Fallout 4 was pretty good.
Mm.
Fallout 4 is more sandboxy, and it taps into the lore a little bit, but it's more like disconnected sandboxy. So I already know like Fallout enough. I just think that near the end of season 1 of the Fallout show, I was like, eh,
Okay.
because they're kind of getting away from Fallout in some ways. And when I saw the season 2 trailer, I also felt like they're putting too much story, like overarching story, into Fallout. Because there is story in Fallout, don't get me wrong. But like, it feels like they're trying to make it like a big story-driven universe. And it's like, Fallout, if anything, is a universe that's supposed to have many stories from many different factions with different interests that are all occurring at the same time. To try to link it all to like one story is kind of like, doesn't really work, in my opinion.
Okay.
That one episode in Justice League U. Maybe you can add,
I think I watched Justice League.
maybe if you ever wanted to react to videos, you should just find a video that like goes over all the Batman types. like tries to explain all of Batman.
I think I did watch Justice League Unlimited. I know that at one point, like all the heroes in space were mad. All the heroes were in their space station. They were pissed at Batman because they found his contingency plan for all the heroes. And I didn't really know how I felt about that. Also, there is the entire Powerpuff movies, 2002 on Daily Motion. So,
Is that good?
oh, I don't know. I feel like I didn't fully watch this movie. I like the show. I don't know if I like the movie. I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah.
I've got a billion Batman tabs open.
I think specifically what I saw for the trailer for season 2 of Fallout, which has me like kind of not really caring about watching it, is it was implied that, because you learned all throughout the games that the Vault company, the company that made the vaults in Fallout, is like super fucked up, and they were using a bunch of vaults for like really fucked up experiments. They're using vaults for like basically like, oh, this whole vault's we're just gonna kill everyone in it and do these crazy experiments. And you learn that the Vault company is like extremely evil. However, it was implied that like that the company was like the one who launched the nukes in the first place. I'm like, I don't think you need that element. It's just evil corporate thing. You don't need to make an evil corporate thing that was like shadow running the government, because I just don't think the Vault company works in that regard for the Fallout universe. Like, the United States and their enemy are more than willing enough to launch the nukes on their own at that point. So I don't think you gotta like try to be like, oh, all the problems in the world were from this one evil company. It's like, it's a bit Resident Evil. That's something I don't like about
Oh,
Resident Evil.
God.
Resident Evil is a fine series. I don't like how Umbrella is like, they turned Umbrella into like literally the god company that runs every single aspect of fucking planet Earth and outer space. It's like, what the fuck? It's like a little too absurd.
Yeah.
It's like, you could just have Umbrella be an evil company with a lot of access and reach. You don't need to put them in control of literally everything. It goes too far.
That's fair, yeah. It makes the universe feel smaller anytime I'm seeing someone play those games and get into the lore, and then it all comes
Yeah.
back to Umbrella Corp.
I mean, it also edges into like other franchises that I think go too far in that regard. Like, you know that I'm not like super into Star Wars, even though I've seen a ton of Star Wars. Even as a kid, like all I did was rewatch Star Wars with my friends all day, and it was just like, Star Wars gets less interesting when you explore the lore more because it's such an ill fleshed out universe. Even the books are not great because it still gives way too much credence to like, the rebels have no defined goals. There's no like the Empire has way too much reach and way too much power for any like practical political entity for that scale of the universe that they're trying to do. And I just think when books try to like expand their universe, or universes trying to expand too far, but they don't flesh out the universe in a practical way, I kind of lose interest. I'm like, that just
Stick probably works. I don't know if I'll recognize it, but yeah, sure, Stick works as a nickname. Did you ever play Dino Crisis?
Oh, I know the name. Is that like Dreamcast era? That's Dino Crisis.
Dino Crisis. 1999 survival horror by Capcom.
Oh, PlayStation. Yeah, me and my brother weirdly skipped PlayStation because we bought a Dreamcast. So we were Dreamcasters, and so I remember Dino Crisis at the video game store, but we were always playing Dreamcast games at the time.
Same people who made Resident Evil. I didn't have any consoles. I only had handhelds.
My experience with Resident Evil was going to friends' houses to play it because we had a bunch of friends in the neighborhood and everyone had a different console. We were the Dreamcast house.
That's genius. All the moms got together and said, you get this console and you get this one.
I think my brother just really liked Sonic.
That's good.
So he's like, I want to play Dreamcast so we can get Sonic. I was like, all right. My Dreamcast has a really, really cool games. I think I spent so much time playing Marvel vs. Capcom, even though I didn't really play online or like multiplayer. It was just a fun-ass game to play. There's a lot of great fighting games on Dreamcast. You had a Virtual Fighter. I think you had Tekken. I think Tekken. Is Tekken on Dreamcast? No. Is it? I mean, the original Tekken was not.
What am I looking for?
Tekken Dreamcast? Maybe.
Okay.
PS1, Tekken 3. No, it was mainly PlayStation. I feel like there was one Tekken that we played. Tekken 3 Dreamcast. Okay, so there was Tekken 3. But then we played the Tekken 1. Before we got the Dreamcast.
I think the only fighting game I ever had some experience was with Smash Brothers, because they had it at this daycare that I went to.
Mm-hmm.
In the schoolers room. That's for the preteens. The preteens who didn't need nap time.
No. I always think you need naps. Put her down. So who's this old lady donkey?
Pam. Yeah, Smash Brothers for daycare kids. Yeah, they're old enough they like video games.
Without doxing you too much, what time period was this when you were at daycare? Like 2008-ish, 9-ish?
Oh, no. Way before that.
Oh, okay, so early 2000s.
Yeah, early 2000s.
Yeah, we didn't care much. The 2000s.
It was partially an after-school program, so I call it a daycare, which might infantilize it a bit more than I need to, but there were certain segments of the daycare, depending on your age group, and there were preteens. So they would get, the preteens would get consoles and Smash Brothers, and then there was an adjacent room for slightly younger ages. I don't remember what games they got, but they got a console too. They probably had friendlier games.
More Nintendo, the GameCube was around. Maybe. I don't know if they would have had new consoles there though.
I think it was all um an NES or SNES. I don't know.
That's what I would assume because like most daycares have like they don't have the modern stuff. They would
Yeah.
have like previous gen because it's cheaper. I mean, growing up, I was playing NES, SNES for like most of my childhood, and then I think it was later on in the N64's life that we got an N64. But I went to my friend's house to play it when it was modern, and yeah, Super Mario 64, amazing.
We also had Star Fox there too. I'm trying to think of like any game that would maybe be considered on the same level as Smash Brothers, but it's such a cartoony game.
I mean, at the time we were playing NES and SNES, we are also just riding our bikes around a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my brother spent a lot of time like in the backwoods, like building like really crappy tree houses and like climbing trees and stuff. Which I don't know if it was good for me because the amount of ticks that I pulled off myself was like insane. Like every single day I came home, there was like several ticks just like lodged in. I don't know if it was healthy.
We had Mischief Makers, and that game actually opens up with a cinematic of there's like a scientist character and he's being kind of a perv towards the main character, the Mischief Maker girl, which I didn't know she was a girl actually. But he's like doing that whole pervy grabby thing that they had in a lot of Japanese media, which I guess just doesn't really interpret as anything. There was one kid who understood what it meant. So I think he was the anime enjoyer and he had all the secret information.
Did you post you're working on a different batch of images before. Did you already post that?
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Okay, you posted that one.
Yeah, I got it out of the way. I'm glad. I'm not super satisfied with it. I still wish I put the icons next to the characters for consistency, but whatever. I think I just wanted to try something different. But now I'm worried that it's going to look weird if I post a new one with a new cast of characters with the icons around them. So I don't really know what to do for these guys. I got Pam here. I was thinking I'm going to go for like a younger Jody and a younger Kent.
I think you just put the pictures if you think that they're like less popular characters, because the ones you did previously were very popular characters.
Yeah, I think these ones interpret pretty well.
Yeah, it's pretty evident who these are.
With the girls, it was a bit different because like there's only 4, so it may not be super obvious. That could be an excuse, even though that's not my reasoning.
Mm-hmm.
And these two, they're also the bachelor, like the 2 other bachelorettes, and that might be kind of hard to interpret.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon? What about Pokemon? The cheetah looks like Isabelle from Animal Crossing. What? What? What are you talking about? What do you mean? Isabelle.
You know Isabelle.
I know Isabelle.
Defensive of Isabelle.
As an Isabelle knower.
You aspire to be Isabelle.
Ah,
A drunk secretary?
God.
You'd love to be a drunk secretary.
Just day drunk constantly. I love her. Maybe that's why I love Pam so much. She's just shit-faced all the time. From afar? Okay. Because the bangs.
Make her drunk and like kind of floozy.
Who, her? Isabelle?
No, that one. So then she's like, well, she's got the floozy right there. She got this huge moose man.
Yeah, I was going for like prom. Okay, I was having a hard time figuring out what era these two would be most suitable in for prom pictures, because I didn't want to draw like a modern version because I've already drawn Jody not as an animal, and I didn't really like the Kent drawing, so I decided to just put them together and do something new. Mm-hmm. So I'm going for prom because I'm gonna make up lore in my head on the spot where they met in high school. So
okay,
I was looking for like high school prom, but like what decade, you know?
Is this supposed to be like 2000s or?
I'm too stupid to figure out
I
what.
don't know anything about fashion. What are you talking about?
Damn it.
Eras. I didn't go to prom.
Me neither. We're both not good at this.
Grease movie.
Grease?
Grease was like that.
Was everyone gyrating?
People gyrated back then.
Grease movie.
We lost the ability to gyrate.
That's sad. Well, this girl seems to be the prom queen.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that far off.
Okay. Because I was thinking, oh, they could be prom king and queen. But I feel like I didn't see enough of the prom king crowns in like 80s.
They're talking about the pose of the two characters. It might be from like a scene in the Grease movie.
Oh,
I haven't seen Grease in forever.
I've never seen Grease.
Really?
No.
Wow.
The theater kids who were swirling around me, they knew about Grease. I didn't know anything.
I think shortly before we got together, you know Amanda, my cousin?
Mm-hmm.
She was in a Grease play. It was pretty good. She was the lead lady in the Grease play. She did all the singing and dancing and everything. It was pretty good.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
So you just missed out.
Yeah.
You've only seen the poster. It's a good movie. I mean, I feel like musicals, if you've never seen like a musical movie, then you just have to know like, oh, it's a musical going in, and you're kind of like more prepared for it. Because some people just hate musicals flat out. But I think most people grow up at least watching like The Sound of Music, The Wizard of Oz, because those are musicals. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I assume everyone still watches those.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're fine with musicals, then Grease is a fun time.
I think musicals are one of those things where, in our modern times, when people think of them, they think of like annoying shit. That's
Yeah, and they mentioned Nightmare Before Christmas. It's a good musical too.
oh yeah, that is a musical. Because I've
Is the annoying shit that you're mentioning related to like High School Musical and Glee?
maybe
'Cause I know-
because I don't think of that, but I've seen people say, "Oh, I hate musicals." But to me, that's like, how could you hate musicals?
Like I know really big musical heads like Iron Mouse like hate Glee. Like a lot of musical heads think that Glee is like one of the most damaging things to musicals.
Mm.
So it could be Glee might have poisoned all of it.
Frozen was annoying. Does that count as a musical? Because I don't know what counts as a musical. I'm just agreeing with everyone else
Is
here.
it would you say that Frozen became annoying just because of the ubiquity of it, like the popularity of it? Because like the modern thing would be like K-pop Demon Hunters. So K-pop Demon Hunters become too annoying just because people like really play the shit out of it.
Because I don't think Frozen's annoying personally, but I used to be the type of person who would have thought Frozen was annoying. But my rationale would have been, realistically, oh, I've just seen it too many times.
Yeah, because I know people feel that way, that like the annoying meter is just on how popular it becomes.
Mm-hmm. I like the song, the Let It Go song. I think it's great. I like that she makes
But
the
you
ice
watched it too
tower.
much. Well, at least you liked it.
Yeah, because like,
Unless you had like a sibling or something that made you watch it too much. Then I could see it being real annoying.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it helps to separate, is this annoying because I've seen it too much or because of attributes that are inherent in the media?
Mm. Do you wanna build a snowman?
Like, I don't like that song. I wouldn't call it annoying.
Yeah, but you're an Olaf lover, so like
You know what? I think I am.
I know you are. You talked about Olaf before.
What have I said?
You are really into you think Olaf is an attractive man.
I did?
Yeah.
I'm right, but like I don't remember saying that.
You're like, why would I say that? But I'm right.
What is he doing what's wrong?
I just know that you're an Olaf stan, so I think you're biased.
He's a good man. Oh, sorry.
He's goofy. You want the goofy eye guy?
Yes. Yes, I do.
As I'm standing here being goofy.
You are goofy eye. I love a goofy eye, man.
Hmm.
Oh. Olaf is in a uniform at the end of the first movie. Sorry, I'm finding horrible Frozen kids costumes. I'm trying, Don't show me. Yo.
Damn, am I like that? Jeez.
Come over, it's so
Like you said
good.
she likes you and she likes Olaf, and then you see Olaf and you're like, oh no. This is me.
He's so goofy eye. See, the people in the Frozen subreddit are crazy for him. Peak physical perfection, 39 upvotes.
By a user named Brilliantly Depressed.
So they're brilliant. So they're smart. Oopsies. The picture of sophisticated grace. Charmed, I'm sure. He's thick.
Yeah, well, okay. You and Brilliantly Depressed can start your own fandom.
Me and all 402 of these people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and he's got. I don't like the feet. I'm not gonna post that.
Yeah, I didn't think snowmen had feet before this. Maybe like Frozen introduced feet snowmen.
Oh, I thought this was like him with his breasts out. I thought this was Olaf with his breasts.
Yeah. So what are you laughing at?
He looks amazing.
Yeah.
Fucking I like Olaf. Who cares? What's wrong with him?
He just seems a little goofy.
That's all you got, huh? In pill?
What is this old woman doing with her hands? What's going on here?
You tell me.
She just bending them and then looking at you weird for like kicks.
I think that's what's coming across. She's being a little flirty, a little lecherous. A little drunk. Big drunk. Because Pam is... Her daily tasks include getting shit-faced at the bar and driving the bus.
Mm.
So I don't really know what to do with that, besides make her kind of sleazy looking. But I love it.
Yeah, I hear all old women are horny, so we'll find out.
Mm-hmm. I imagine she's flirting with some of the bachelors sometimes, and it's very off-putting.
Are you getting hornier as you get older? Is this true?
Maybe.
Or are you just letting it out?
I think no, yeah, I'm letting it out more.
Okay.
I feel more comfortable around you, so as I get older. Comfort increase.
Oh, okay. Horny act.
So I think that's probably why old ladies can sometimes just be like nasty. Because old
they
old
don't-
ladies are nasty, man.
Yeah, old ladies they're wild.
They're always smacking men's asses.
Should she have a cigarette in one hand?
Not in the bar. She's in the bar. This is a bad hand.
Oh, it's a no smoking bar.
I've never seen anyone smoke in the bar, so I'm going to say no. Also icky. Nino likes smoking, so I don't tend to draw it. When I see smoking, it makes my lungs feel funny. So I don't even like it from like a
There's a really
visual sense.
a really funny. Someone posted a screenshot of a 4chan comment, and the 4chan comment was like, "I picked up smoking because Pippa said it makes me look hot, and now I regret everything. I'm addicted to cigarettes."
That's good.
And I was like, "Damn, this dude picked up smoking because the VTuber said it made them look hot."
That's good.
I mean, I don't smoke, but I think smoking makes people look cooler.
I would probably think that if there wasn't the weird, vaguely asthmatic reaction that I get when I see it.
I might just have some inbuilt rebellion because of the DARE program in the 90s. DARE was everywhere.
Also, I think smoking was just more common around your childhood.
Oh yeah, I mean my brother smoked like in the house, and we shared a room.
Yeah.
I had a lot of secondhand smoke, right?
My mom's quit smoking before she had my brother, and my dad's just like probably never really been that much into it. He definitely couldn't do it because of his job. It would have been very inconvenient. So I just don't think he was really into it. His mom probably would have beat his ass if he did it, honestly.
Yeah, I was in the house with that was when we were in Waldorf, living in the basement. My grandma smoked, my stepdad smoked, and my brother smoked. All at the same time, all in the house. So there's a lot of secondhand smoke.
Yeah, wow. Oh. I don't hate the smell, weirdly enough. I don't hate the smell of smoke. Just the smell.
Yeah, I'm fine with it until the worst is when you're sleeping and someone's secondhand smoking around you. Oh, that hurts. That hurts so much. Because when you're sleeping, your body's just fucking gulping down that. They don't give a heck. And for some reason, it just burns way worse when you're sleeping and someone's smoking next to you. Like, oh, you wake up with the most like painful. Ugh.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it sucks. That's why I'm more forgiving on. So when everyone was like slamming vapes and shit, and it's like, yeah, but for these long-term smokers, especially my brother who was smoking most of his life, he's able to not smoke now because he can vape nicotine. And it's just objectively a million times healthier for him to be vaping instead of smoking. Because, like, yeah, he's still getting nicotine, but he's not getting all of the burning carcinogens going into his lungs, which is good.
Yeah, I was actually commenting on, like, is it okay to lightly make fun of people who vape? Not because they're vaping, but because it is funny every 2 minutes, just the... It's a funny little... It's like a little quirk that they have now.
Getting worked up.
But otherwise, yeah, I think vaping is... I'm under the impression from what I've seen that it's definitely preferable to...
Oh, yeah, I mean, doctors, from the get-go, doctors were, like, back when vaping first started out, doctors were always like, it's objectively good because we're seeing a lot of long-term smokers able to quit smoking cigarettes so they can vape instead, and vaping is just way safer than smoking cigarettes. Mostly because burning carcinogens, it doesn't really matter what it is. It's just burning carcinogens going into your lungs in the form of smoke is just like really, 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 really bad. So if you can cut that part out of it, at least it's much safer.
Is venting, as in like the vape flavors, is that a term? venting.
Yeah, vaping can smell interesting.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people have like cool flavors like watermelon or blueberry or something.
I don't see many people vape where we are. Have you?
Uh,
I haven't seen many people smoke either, but I guess it's just more common in the United States to not see anyone smoking.
trying to think.
Very good. I got what you meant. The United States, weirdly, like compared to every other country, we just have like way less smokers. So
Hmm.
I think the campaigns work. Also, the fact that cigarettes cost like $40 billion. It used to be a thing. So when those three people smoked in the same household, it was a thing to like someone would go on a cigarette run where they would cross state lines into the bordering state where there was like almost no cigarette taxes, and they would like get boxes of cigarettes and bring them back for the group. You'd save like $100 doing that.
I know that when I read a book and a character asks to bum a cigarette and they're actually allowed, it probably means something because I'm under the impression that, oh, these are like really expensive.
I wouldn't be surprised if one cigarette is like $4 to $5. I think a pack of cigarettes is like $30 now, something like that, which is crazy because a pack of cigarettes is only like, how many is that, like 16 to 20 cigarettes?
I'm not sure.
Something like that. It could be less, could be 12. I don't know.
Oh, so people vape around him, around this person. So he gets to smell all the unique flavors, the flavor smells.
Tasty things.
Yeah, there's like, they got like watermelons and blueberries. I would prefer more tart smells. I think tart smells are generally, are on average more tolerable.
It's the other good thing about vaping is secondhand smoke is pretty much nothing.
Oh yeah.
Because the secondhand smoke from cigarettes is fucking brutal. It sucks. Luckily, I don't think I had any harm from it.
Not that I can see.
But it also happened like a bit later in my, like it wasn't when I was a kid. It was when I was late teens. I was already kind of developed at that point.
Mm.
I imagine that for a little kid, it's probably much worse.
Mm. Oh, I can give her nasty nails.
And you should have her drink like there's liquid in the glass, but it's like low, like she's nearing the end.
That's
of the
a
glass.
good idea,
So
babe.
she's like, "Ooh, I'm a little tipsy. You want to see my cavernous vagina?
Yeah, you want a beach, Elliot?
You drunk enough to get in here?"
Yeah.
Should there be ice cubes in the blend? Is she an ice cube? Yeah, I think she's an ice cube girl because like it would be like a fruity mixed drink type thing, right? So they probably put some ice cubes in there.
Isn't whiskey the expensive man drink? What do you think she'd be
Whiskey's
drinking?
not inherently expensive.
Okay.
I'm just stereotyping that she's a lady, and an old lady, she probably likes really like sugary alcohol drinks. So it's probably like some colored rum type shit.
Let's see if it actually shows what she likes. She likes beer,
Is she a hard ass?
mead, pale ale. Ooh, pina colada.
Mead is interesting. The honey based. All right.
All right.
Froggy.
This formerly clown man, he turned into a frog. He has lore, by the way.
Oh,
Or they. I haven't quite figured it out.
yeah, it's nice to see you.
Yeah.
She likes mead.
Let me Google mead.
Because like if she's a whiskey girl, I'd say like they maybe do a short glass instead of a tall glass. Because I'd say a tall glass is usually for either beer, so it could be beer, or it could be a mixed drink. Whereas if it's just whiskey, it's gonna be like a small, shorter glass.
I think this glass on the right is what I had in mind. Not necessarily
So
this curve.
She's on that beer sheet.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
I think that's pretty safe. It is 2026. I can be whatever, but I do prefer he. Okay, yeah.
Sure.
That's easy for me to remember.
I will remember.
At least I'm going to say that, and if I fuck it up, I don't mean it. I don't mean nothing. I did nothing wrong. Sure. You enjoy your content. Or your sleep. Whatever's up. Take care. Yeah, I didn't know what to do with his hand, so I'm just making shapes.
She's doing a little like sexy motion for whoever she's looking at. You know.
Mm-hmm.
She's flirting with him across.
She's flirting with Elliot. I read fan fiction where they ship her with Shane, and it's disgusting intentionally. It's great. It's so sleazy. So I do like the idea of her being one of those pervert old ladies harassing all the young men. Or younger men, I should say. Like Sebastian.
All right, I'm gonna go back to fiddling with my thing.
All right. Let's see. How long have I been up? All right, it's been 2 hours. I'm gonna head out. Today was crazy.
I wasn't here. I don't know.
That's okay.
Well,
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
I will. Good night, everybody.